Hi, welcome back. I hope that you're doing great. I'm going to do a foundation routine for you with one of my favorite foundations by Clinique, and that is the Even Better. And I use this in the color Golden Neutral, which is the number 16. I'm pretty neutral when it comes to my skin tone, where I've got like a balance between warm and cool tones, and I like to put like a golden color on my face because it helps to camouflage the redness that I have. So let me get started. I'm going to just pin my hair back here, and I have a mirror here when I look that way. Just pin it back, and I'm going for a touch up and new color, not new but fresh color next weekend. So I have some of my little gray highlights sticking out. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of my Glorious Face and Eye Primer on. Now, I've been using another primer, and it has always been one of my favorite primers. I used this, and then I bought the other one just to kind of try it again. And I really like this one better. This one just keeps my face nice and soft. I don't feel any tightness like I do with some other primers. My second favorite would be this Primed and Poreless by Too Faced. That's another good one, but that one, I think it has some type of retinol in it, which is good for anti-aging, but sometimes it's too much for my face. So this one by Unique just is an all-around great primer, and you can use it for your eyes too. And if you have extra, you can just kind of put it into the ends of your hair, and it helps condition them, and if you have any little frizzies, it tames them down. Okay. Itchy nose. Drink a little bit of water. And let's get started. Okay, I always like to shake whatever bottle I have. It's just a habit. Feel like maybe it's sitting there for a little bit. I'm going to start off with about that much. And I'm going to take my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Hard to say that one sometimes. And let me just move this a little bit. Okay. And I just can tap my brush in there. And I start in the middle of my face. And I always do like a kind of stipple and blend. And I just spread it out. And I think I'm going to need some more foundation, but we'll see. This is a really nice foundation. You know, Clinique has a lot of good products. I think it's just, I don't know if it's not a popular brand, so a lot of people don't talk about it, or I should say a lot of North American people don't talk about it enough, I think. And maybe they just haven't tried it. They think it's an old brand or something that doesn't have the technology or products that other brands do. And I think it's a really good brand, and it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. Now, they have a new foundation out on the market. The forget what it's called, but it has that like big doe foot applicator, and it's like a conceal and perfect 3-in-1 type of foundation. And I tried a sample of that, but the color was a little dark for me. It looked okay in the store, but you know how that goes. And for me, it felt a little heavy, but I might try it again, getting a little sample, and try to kind of do it with maybe one of the Real Techniques sponges or the Beauty Blender. I also have that. But today we are talking about the Even Better. Now, as far as if it takes away the spots or the, I should say, hyperpigmentation or redness of my skin, it doesn't permanently do that. I think for me, it's really hard for that to ever happen because it's just going to come back because of my lupus. I have photosensitivity, and even though I should say I use SPF, I still get dark spots. I've been trying to add a little bit of rosehip oil, and I feel like it's sort of taking this bigger spot down a little bit, or it's not as dark. I'm going to keep trying it for a while, and then I'll report back to you and let you know if it indeed faded it. So for me it's sort of like putting a band-aid on it, or just kind of temporarily fixing it. But I like the way this feels on my face. It has really good coverage. Okay, now that I have it on with that, I'm going to go back with my buffing brush. I'm going to really buff it in. And I might go in and put some more in different spots of my skin. And as you notice, I put some on my the lower part of my eye over there. Can't think what it's called. I'd like to use the back of my hand as a palette. Sometimes I will take foundation and put dots all over, but for this one, I prefer to do it this way. And then go back, and I'm trying to go for as close as a flawless look as I can go for today. And after this, I'm going to do a look with some Clinique eyeshadows that I've had for a while. That will be in another video, so you can look forward to that. I will put a title on there so you'll know it's the one following this. It's Saturday, and we're having a really nice sunny day. It's, I think, in the 60s. It's still a little chilly for Florida, but it's winter, I expect that. And to tell you the truth, I like that little bit of a break from being in like the 90s, 95, 100 degree, and the humidity being really very high. Most honestly, when it's days like that, I don't spend much time outside of my house unless I'm going like right to the car and then right to wherever I'm going. And both places or wherever I go does have air conditioning, so you just can't live without air conditioning here in the summer. Whew. Okay, so I have it all over, and I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. It does match my neck pretty well. I don't know if you can see that with this lighting, but I've never had a problem with looking at it in natural light and thinking, oh, it doesn't match. And the reason I'm blending so much is I'm trying to really get a really flawless as I can get coverage. Now I'm going to go in, I'm always dropping things. Anyway, I'm going to go in with my Unique concealer. This is the Skin Perfecting, Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. And this is in the color, let me see, the color is Velour, which is a pretty yellow color. So I'm going to use it on the red spots, just a little bit on the back of my finger here. And I just tap it a little bit. I don't really go on that larger hyperpigmentation spot with concealer because I feel like it doesn't really ever get a good coverage with a concealer, even with this one, which is wonderful. It's just such an odd color that I just rather leave it covered by the foundation alone. I really get red right here on my chin, so I'm sorry about the finger there. Let me switch. So I'm going to put a little extra down there. And I'm not going to go on my under eye with this, so I like to use more of a peachy concealer. Lately I've been getting real red on the top of my eyebrows. Hoping that this video won't be that long. That's why with the longer videos, like when I do the get ready with me's, I like to split those apart and do them in, you know, two parts, because, what was that? 2 parts, because then it's not like a half-hour or 40-minute video for you to watch. Those videos, while I don't mind watching them if they're interesting, there's a lot of people that just are very busy and can't take the time to do that. So if I do a shorter one or split a longer one in 2, it just works out better. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I'm just going to go back with my expert face brush. That's hard for me to say. And just blend it a little bit. The areas that I put some concealer. And I missed a little area here that's red. I've been growing my hair out for months and it's really gotten long, and I really like it. I like it because when I'm hot I can put it up and I can, you know, create some cute hairstyles. I've had short hair really all my life. This is probably the longest it's been in many, many years. I know that like out of 8th grade and into freshman year of high school I was growing my hair, and then in the middle of the year I got tired of it and went and had it cut shorter. So this is a different look for me, but I like it. And my face tends to get fuller from my medications and the swelling that I get from Sjogren's disease, Sjogren's syndrome, and the lupus I have. So when you have a little bit longer hair, it helps to make your face look a little thinner, especially, you know, when it's down like that. I'm just putting it back so I don't get any in my any foundation in my hair. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch, and the only thing I have to say about this is the packaging. I hate that the gold print rubs off. It just makes it look sloppy. I'm going to go in with the V, and then I kind of extend it out like that. Not kind of, but I do. So I hope that you all are having a good winter. Despite some little setbacks, my winter has been going pretty good. Knock on wood. Usually winter is a harder season for me, and usually I get some type of chest infection or something, but I've been really careful, and I haven't been going out a lot in public, and when I do, I'm very careful of who I'm around. And I know that sounds very germophobic, but I have a treatment that I take once a month, every 4 weeks or so, and my immune system is already like allergic to myself. That's what happens when you have lupus. And the medication treatment that I use, just dropped another brush, it reduces my immunity and makes it crazy even more. So staying away from people that are sick is what I need to do. Alright, now I have my foundation on and I have my concealer and I like the way it looks. Now what I will do is I will go in with my Mineral Touch powder by Unique. This is my favorite powder. It's very finely milled for a pressed powder. And I don't need to set my whole face. I just go into the T-zone. I'm going to go back like the chin. Just right there is good. And then I would go in with some bronzer and some blush, but I'm not going to do that in this video. This is the basic type of routine that I would do, not on a daily basis because I don't wear makeup every day, but when I want that really nice flawless look, it looks good, it's not heavy and cakey, it matches really good with my skin tone, with my neck I should say, and I really like it. And I can even go back with another type of blending brush. Where is it? Okay, I'll just do the stippling one and just go in and blend it just a tiny bit more. And then a lot of times I like to take the MAC Fix Plus and spray that, and it just kind of marries everything together. So I hope that was helpful for you. I think it was Debbie, who is Skirty02. I'll put her channel down below. She and I were talking about the Clinique Foundation, and so this video is basically for her, but for you also. I just wanted to show her how it looks and how easy it was to put on. I like the way that it's a hard plastic bottle. It's easy to travel with. It's not going to fall and break. And as you see, I do drop things occasionally. So if it's a glass bottle, and you know, I have a carpet below me, but if I'm staying someplace and let's say it has tile or marble, a glass container will break and this doesn't. So this is a really nice foundation to also travel with. And they have a lot of shades. The only thing about Clinique is I wish that they would make shades for darker people. I think if you are above like maybe an NC 40, maybe around there and above, I don't even think they make the shades. I could be wrong, and if I am, let me know so that other people will know on here that have darker skin tones. That's about it for now. I'll see you very soon with another video. I hope that you all are doing great, and I send you lots of love. Bye-bye.